Hi there! Was 2020 crowned by nanotechnology? I want to start this video reading a definition for us. Nanotechnology: the manipulation of materials on an atomic or molecular, supramolecular scale, especially to build microscopic devices. Placing atoms as though they were bricks, nanotechnology will give us complete control over the structure of matter, allowing us to build any substance or structure permitted by the laws of nature, according to Science News. Fields of science that we are using nanotechnology already: organic chemistry, molecular biology, molecular engineering, etc. Molecular biology, molecular engineering. Well, what I want to share with you in this video was a big, massive download I received recently. As I always do, I try to find validations for the things I download, but at this present time till now I couldn't find anything. So my first request, let's say like this, is if you have a validation for my download, please comment, post, mail me, feel free to contact me, because I really didn't have anything apart from a very interesting comment that, this is not a new information, but surrounding this year, for me it was really new. No, I'm not a scientist. I'm a multidimensional being with a bunch of talents, and nowadays I find it really difficult to define myself, label myself. I don't like that anymore. What I want to share here with you is an observation that I had over the year since March, when this big theater started playing on planet Earth. Well, I observed that it doesn't matter. You can be at home, place can close, and for me, it's an open up. You are having an opportunity to open up. And even though we had so many opportunities around the year, the really numbers, the numbers, they don't really decrease. And this was really intriguing me. I said, why? Everything has two sides, dark and light. But what counts is, if humanity is doing whatever they're supposed to do, because most of people are following the mass, while we are in December and we still are having all of those things playing out there. I'm an observer. As I don't get really in touch by feelings, I observe. Then 6 months ago, talking to a friend of mine who is a scientist, he told me, look, for someone to be affected by the thing, a huge amount of those things has to come to you, and you have to have certain biology traits to develop and be part of the theater. I kept this sentence in my mind, and I carried on observing. Then summer came for us in Europe. People were enjoying around, still having some, cautions here and there. And then when summer finished, all the big stuff started again. Till when November we had our second open up. Again, it doesn't matter if you are at home. that you cannot meet people. Things are closed out there. The other side of this coin is that you are having the chance to reflect. You are having the chance to do everything that you never had chance before because you had no time. Then the second open up finished. Interestingly, the numbers didn't really change much. Alright, I have to agree that people really didn't give a shit at this time so much, and they carried on meeting people that they like. But in public places, your mouth and your nose was still covered, wasn't it? Even though we are following all the rules, things are just getting worse and worse, and doesn't seem to get any better soon, because there is only one goal in this. I'll come to this soon. Then the third open up and finished, nothing changed, and like a script, let's open everything. People buy food and gifts like crazy. And do we finish everything again? We bring people again to an open up time. Exactly what's happening now. It recently was announced that from 26th of December on, we are still gifted by an opening up time. Then, by bringing the puzzle here and there, I got a realization and I said, all right, what's going on there? People that I know were invited to play the theater by being affected by the roles. Still, they were protecting themselves. Still, they had their mouth and nose covered. How possible? And it's clear that that thing is kind of changing in a way that you can be still trapped. Well, in reflection, I thought, wait a moment. I thought deeply. Okay, if people are avoiding to meet, if people are covering, if people are washing their hands as wished, what the heck's going on there? There is one word missing. One word missing. While the whole world is looking at one country, blaming this country for whatever, the real stuff is playing out there. And some days ago, in the middle of the night, I woke up with a word told in my ears. Nanotechnology. Alright. What I did to record this video was only to get this definition on the internet. I read a bunch of them and this one resonates with what I wanted to say. That was it. Indeed, I tried to read something connecting the dots in this direction, and again I could not find. That's why I'm asking you, if you have, send it to me, because I really want a real validation for someone who matters. In an easy level of speaking, as I am not a scientist, is to say, easily, you can create something, I think, in nanotechnology, where you program the thing to reach certain groups of people with certain biology traits, with certain habits, and you have the theater playing. Obviously, we had a massive group of people reached and invited to play in this theater, which, interestingly, they cost money for the pension system without doing anything. Not remembering that these people built up everything we see out there now. Then you have a second group of people that still cost money because they are sick. They have their history, health history behind, and they are not really very much interested to keep here. Eventually, you reach a certain other people spread out there, but forget it. Nothing really much will happen to them because they will not die. Children will not die, young people will not die, health people eventually that are invited to play in the theater will not leave the planet because of it. So this big realization really broke my heart in pieces. This big download, it was wow. And I received yesterday another piece of this download, that how it could be planted and connected to send this invitation to really a bunch of people. And what I got was low quality meat products, because the consumption of this kind of product is very high by everyone, and you easily can reach a huge amount of people. And you send the ticket, and whoever is supposed to play in the theater, we will get its role. So it was what happened so far. What I want with this video is to ask you to reflect. Because if nanotechnology can be used for this matter, it's going to be used for the next step of the theater. And what is in there, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody like us know. But the ones that are interested to know already. I'm sorry I got so touched by this, but yeah, it is the not very easy part to be here. So think, reflect, share this video, comment. Let's spread this piece of reflection. That's another piece in many of that we have out there. If I'm sharing this is because it's my truth. And if it is your truth, share it. Comment, be here. Subscribe to this channel. because there are really much more contents to come. And my idea is always living fully, is to encourage you to live all the sides you have fully. You are not only one side. You are a multidimensional being, like me. Empower yourself by living your truth fully. Thank you for being here, and see you next video. Bye for now.